Hurricane Erin is continuing its path northward along the Atlantic, and while it may not make direct landfall, its impact is already being felt across the United States East Coast. Officials are warning that life-threatening rip currents and dangerous surf conditions will persist for at least the next few days. The storm has already brought heavy rainfall to parts of the coastline, especially the North Carolina Outer Banks, which are a system of barrier islands highly vulnerable to flooding and erosion. According to the National Hurricane Center, tropical storm conditions are expected to persist in those areas through Thursday, while Virginia is bracing for similar conditions as the storm pushes further north. Beyond Virginia, forecasters are cautioning that high winds could also affect portions of New England. Even though Erin is not currently forecast to make landfall, its effects have been disruptive. Beaches along the East Coast are closing due to unsafe surf, while officials warn of potential flooding and possible road closures in affected regions. The National Hurricane Center has classified Erin as a large and growing hurricane, with maximum sustained winds reaching about 105 miles per hour, or roughly 165 kilometers per hour. In an update, the National Weather Service emphasized that rip currents and heavy surf will remain a serious hazard, advising beachgoers to follow the directions of lifeguards and pay attention to local warnings. To explain further, a rip current is a strong, narrow body of water that moves from the shore back out to sea, dragging anything caught in its path. It can overpower even experienced swimmers, pulling them away from the beach in seconds. Combined with the powerful surf generated by Erin, this creates a very dangerous situation for anyone in the water. The warnings come during what meteorologists have already called a potentially above-average hurricane season. The Atlantic hurricane season runs from June 1st to November 30th, and this year, conditions are particularly favorable for stronger and more frequent storms. Climate change has contributed to warmer sea surface temperatures, which fuel hurricanes and allow them to grow in intensity. At the same time, some experts are worried that recent cuts to U.S. government research agencies could undermine the nation's ability to track and prepare for these storms. Reliable forecasting is critical when it comes to issuing timely evacuations and protecting lives, so any reduction in funding raises concerns. In North Carolina, which is still recovering from the devastation of Hurricane Helene just last year, Governor Josh Stein has already declared a state of emergency. He has urged people to stay out of the water, noting that dozens of swimmers had to be rescued off Wrightsville Beach earlier in the week due to dangerous conditions. In the Outer Banks, officials have ordered evacuations for communities in Hatteras and Ocracoke. These islands could be cut off if storm conditions worsen, making evacuation after the fact extremely difficult. Residents are heeding the warnings, but some, like longtime business owners, remain worried about losing their livelihoods. Carol Dillon, a 96-year-old motel owner on Hatteras Island, told CBS News that although she has endured many storms in her lifetime, the fear this time is that the land itself could be eroded beneath her property. She explained that 2 of her buildings are already precariously close to the water, and she is relying on faith and hope that they will survive Erin's waves. Hurricane Erin is the first hurricane of the 2025 Atlantic season. It had reached Category 5 strength last Saturday, making it an extremely powerful storm, before dropping back to its current designation as a Category 2. The storm has fluctuated in strength over the past few days, a reminder of how unpredictable hurricanes can be. Beyond the U.S. East Coast, other regions have also felt Erin's power. In Turks and Caicos, public services were suspended while the storm passed, keeping residents off the streets. In Puerto Rico, high winds damaged power lines and left more than 150,000 people without electricity. According to the energy provider Luma, crews have been working to restore power as quickly as possible. For many communities along the East Coast, the storm's impact may not be catastrophic, but it will likely be disruptive. Residents and visitors are being asked to stay vigilant, avoid entering the water, and prepare for possible flooding and wind damage. As Erin continues north, officials will be closely monitoring the storm's path, intensity, and potential effects on populated areas. With warmer waters and a long hurricane season still ahead, meteorologists and emergency officials are urging people not to let their guard down. This storm is a reminder of how dangerous and unpredictable hurricanes can be, even when they don't make direct landfall.